I feel like we have a large enough community here to be heard. And I'm not just talking about me, I'm talking about all of you in the community, the people that interact with my videos, watch them, and most importantly, comment with what they want to see inside of the game. Now, I'm a Blizzard partner, so I could reach out to Blizzard and address them with issues I see inside of the game or things that I think need to be fixed or that I want to see come. They could take my advice and do what they want with it, right? I am not part of their staff. I'm not a decision maker. I'm just someone that's in their ear that they could listen to or that they don't have to. But I want this video today to really focus on a few things that have been coming up in a lot of my videos recently. And I want all of your voices to be heard because inside of Diablo Immortal, there are so many things. When we look at the game from how it launched, we have like 3 times as large of a game now as we did back then. We've had new stages come up, new bosses, new dungeons, we have terror rifts, we have new systems, we have new game modes, we have new cycling game modes, we have new gems. There's really so much new stuff that has come to the game, which if I recall, and I think back to when I was getting excited about Diablo Immortal launching, I was saying, you know, let's just launch the game and we could add things as we go. This is the mobile way. This is the way that a lot of mobile games are made. They bring together the idea, they put it out, and then they bring updates on a regular basis to further grow the game. I think this is the right way to do this with a mobile game, but the question is now, are we at a point where there's enough and where Blizzard needs to take the next couple of update cycles to try and perfect what's already been created? I see a lot of comments that come through my videos. Blizzard does not watch every one of my videos. Blizzard does not read every comment in every one of my videos. I am not the only Blizzard partner. I'm not the only Diablo Immortal partner. That would be a ton of content for them to watch. So it's not realistic that they will. But what I plan on doing with this video right here is I'm going to reach out to them and say the community has some stuff to say. You may want to check out the comments on this video. Because I'm posing a very simple question here today. And that question is, do we want more to the game, more cool stuff, more classes, by the way, 2 new classes since the game has launched as well, or do we want to stall on the updates, stall on the new content updates, and focus instead on getting rid of any lag issues that people are having, trying to fix the markets, fixing drops that people are having issues with terror rifts, and essentially fixing all of the game modes so that everything functions properly. Now, it's also worth noting, a lot of people that are potentially watching this, you may not notice a lot of these issues, or maybe you haven't experienced them because maybe you're playing at a level that is a more casual level where maybe you're not even participating in the game modes that have issues, or maybe you're not a big market buyer, and that is totally cool. And you're probably having a really nice experience inside of the game as well because you're just experiencing a less deep, I have no better term to say, a more shallow version of the game, which is totally fine. And honestly, I think it's the way that the majority of people do play the game. And to be very honest with you, I don't see as many issues with the title as a lot of people in my comment section say there are. I also don't participate heavily in Battlegrounds. So I'm not slammed in the face every day with the matchmaking issues and what all of that looks like. But I do get slammed in the face with the issues with the market all of the time. And we've covered this a few times in videos as of late, but the market is very down. This is a buyer's market. Someone that was sitting on 100, 200, 300,000 platinum is in heaven right now, picking up gems at a steal. The question is, will this ever come back? Because it's great for a buyer, but it very much devalues legendary crests because legendary crests are going to get you legendary gems that you can then sell, but you're selling them at a very low value. Look at this, 20,000 platinum for a Bottled Hope, one of the best gems inside of the game. It's absolutely insane prices. And I just woke up this morning, look at this, 21,000 for a 3-star Seeping Bile. I just woke up this morning, logged in, and then 3 seconds was going to happen, and then this gem was going to sell. 18,000 platinum, I bought a Seeping Bile rank 2. I now have 5 of them, and I can get my Seeping Bile to a rank 6 once I actually get enough gem power to get it there. But my issue is with selling. Like, what am I going to get if I sell this? I bought this Maw of the Deep about 2 months back when I was upgrading my Maw, and I bought it for 45,000 platinum. I could now get 23,000 for it. Not going to sell that. Problem is the values just aren't there. Values are down on all gems inside of the game, and it's making for a rough market that a lot of people don't want to interact with. That's something that I'm dealing with regularly inside of the game. And it's not the worst because I have had a little stockpile of platinum, which I was able to spend and get some good valuable amount of gems with, as you can see right here. I picked up some good gems. You know, I got my Seeping Biles. We got ourselves a couple of Blood-Soaked Jades. We got a couple of Glooms. And we got a couple of these Void Sparks as well. So we did well personally in the market. But people that are trying to sell, a lot of times they're just going and buying platinum instead to buy versus going and buying legendary crests to get gems that they want, hopefully, and then sell. Now, there's a way that I think we should go about this video, right? I still have not found the desire to do the daily grind that I had been doing. It has just been a very hectic week for me. And I can't blame a game for a busy week that I had, both in other games and with life itself. It was just, this hasn't been my top of mind to get in and, oh, I better run my bounties today. It just hasn't been the focus. I have played, but the bounties haven't been the focus, at least most days. I think that the comments that we share inside of this video, the ones that I'm going to be saying to Blizzard, you should probably take a look at this, because this is what the community really wants to see. I think we need to pose them in a way, frame things out in a way to be constructive for Blizzard, to say, we love this game. We've been playing this game for 2 years, or we're brand new to this game and this is our experience so far. Let them know how you truly feel, but don't do it in an attacking kind of way. A lot of comments that I get, whether they're framed at angry at me or angry at Blizzard or however it's framed, a lot of it comes off as anger, right? I've spent so much time in this game and all you're doing is bringing new updates and you're not fixing everything that needs to be fixed. Let's frame it in a way that's not attacking so that they're more open to and they're more willing to read through everything that's on the bottom of this video. So, probably I should give my opinion on if I think we need more stuff or if I think we don't and we should fix what's already here. Now let's take a look first of all at the events that are going on inside of the game right now. Fish's Frenzy, new event. Bout of the Realms, new event. Trial of the Hordes, old event. All clans on deck, let's just get some loot event. Rising Damnation, let's just get some loot event. By the way, this is an important one because you can get your Telluric Pearl and a legendary crest out of it. So I particularly like that one. I personally feel that, and I would be okay with Blizzard taking 1 to 2 months. I say Blizzard, but we know that they're making this game in conjunction with NetEase. And I don't actually know how long it takes to put an update together. They could be working on an update for months before we actually see it. Now, we are seeing a monthly update, which is cool and great. But they could be working on that same update for months before we actually see it. So we don't know the cadence. But at some point in time, I think it would be really good if Blizzard did slow down and if NetEase did slow down and let us know, look, we are going to stop brand new content updates for the next 2 update cycles and focus in on fixing everything that the community wants. Everything that may be broken that the community wants. Obviously, they can't pull out any way that they monetize the game and just remove it. They can't make legendary crests free and platinum is free. They can't do that because then the game will make no money. That would be an irrational request for them. But for them to fix things that are not working properly inside of the game or that a lot of players are seeing issues with, that's something that could potentially be fixed. Now, a lot of people have been mentioning lag. I personally haven't seen a ton of lag. You could let them know. If you have, let them know. We need to think about the devices you're playing on though as well. When I play on this is an iPad that I bought 3 years ago. It was like $300 new. It's a crappy iPad. It's not a good one. And when I try and run things for Diablo Immortal, it crashes all the time. I am not going to tell Blizzard, My cheap iPad can't play Diablo Immortal. Fix your game. I'm not going to say that because I know that it's not the game. I know that it's the device I'm trying to play it on. If you're trying to play Diablo Immortal on your Kindle, don't complain about it. You got to get yourself a device that you could actually play on. For example, if you're trying to play, if you want to play the new games on console, you have to have the new console to play the new games. New PlayStation games aren't playing on your PlayStation 2. You need to upgrade. It's the same thing with mobile games as well. Your device needs to be able to handle the load of the title. And Diablo Immortal is a big load. I actually, because this device right here has been, it's been crashing on me more and more often. And all I have on it is Diablo Immortal and there's one other game. And Warcraft Rumble. That's literally all I have on this iPad. Can you even see that? There you go. 2 games. Diablo Immortal, Warcraft Rumble, Netflix, and then just whatever came with the iPad. Diablo Immortal's 25 gigs. That is a massive mobile game. 25 gigs. So you have to have a phone that could be able to handle all of that. Even when I load up on PC, if I go to look at something new on the PC, it sometimes takes a while to get through it, to render everything in, because there's a lot going on. I would actually love to see the PC client cleaned up a little bit for a little bit more of a smoother experience, although it is far from bad, because it's not. It just takes a long time to load up. And I have a 3090 in my PC, gaming rig, runs everything, broadcast. It's made for this. So I would love a little bit more there. With this being said, it's worth noting, before we close things up here, that building a game is not easy to do. Criticizing a game is extremely easy to do. Myself, other creators, all of you watching can very easily look at any game on the market, any game, and have something negative to say about the game. No game is perfect. And even the ones that run perfectly, there's mechanics inside of the game that you're going to not like that we could complain about. So we need to keep in mind, for one complaint that we have that takes us 30 seconds to write down in a comment, it takes the developers of the game a massive amount of time to address and to fix or to create, etc., etc. I mean, I was talking about Battle Royale inside of Diablo Immortal forever. Before the game even came out, I was like, it needs multiplayer Battle Royale. It eventually came to the game about a year later, and you know what the funny thing is? I don't even play it. I don't even play it. I'm curious to know actually how much of the other community, I'm talking about Wild Brawl, by the way. I'm curious about how much of the community actually does. I'm sure it's a lot, but it's funny that I was someone saying that needs to come, and now when it comes, I'll play a round or two to get the points, and that's it. So, interesting how that works. Maybe that plays into the mechanic of me wanting to grind my account instead of play something just for fun, because Diablo Immortal, it's a big grind, as are many other action RPGs and MMORPGs. So again, I would personally like if Blizzard took 2 months off of big updates and new content and just cycled through the content that we currently have, because there is a lot. Familiars are new to the game as well, which was a massive addition. And I would love it if they just cleaned up the code, made things just a little bit smoother, and I think that would go a long way with the community as well. With new people coming to the community every day, lots of new people, by the way, and some people that are tired of the game that are walking away. I think a lot of the ones that are tired of the game would say, oh, look, they're listening to what we want. They're fixing the issues that I had. They're fixing the reasons why I left the game. Let's go back and give it another shot. And at the same time, the new players, there's so much stuff here. They're already overwhelmed with the amount of things they need to learn, which is why they come to the YouTube channel to learn things, right? So the new players don't need new stuff. They're already trying to figure out all the old stuff. And the old players would be very happy to see some change and to have their voices heard. So sound off in the comments. Do it in a positive way. Let Blizzard know that you're writing it because you care about the game. You've invested time and money into the game, and this is the game that you want to play. But this is what's holding you back, and you'd love to see it addressed. And if you have any ideas any suggestions for how these things could be fixed or how those mechanics can be fixed, address them as well. Share that with them. Give them ideas the way that the partners can give ideas. And what I may even do, we'll see how the comments come through, but I may go and make tomorrow's video taking a look at some of the comments that you guys had to give it extra hype, extra vision to anyone at Blizzard that may be looking. I appreciate you guys sticking around. I also appreciate you guys being so passionate about the game. Before I go, one last thing. If you're in love with the game and absolutely love everything, give them some positive feedback down below. It would be great if they were reading through comments and it wasn't just negativity. We'll see what you guys have to say. I'm really curious. Hope you have a great day.